Thank you for tuning into Luminary Sounds. It's your musical artist, Junior Leto.
It's your musical enthusiast, Francois the Great.
And creative fanatic, Kate Don't Play.
Yo, I'm feeling really good right now.
Why you feeling good, my brother?
For one, because we have Andrew Mason on the show.
Hey, thank you for having me, guys. I like the wine. That's a great touch, I have to say.
It's something that we want to encourage everyone. We don't want to encourage you to drink. We want to encourage you to have a good time.
What's my man Andrew
Well,
do?
Andrew is a editor-in-chief of Undrgrnd magazine, and let me tell you something. We were here last week.
Yes.
What was it like, Koya?
It was amazing.
It was nice.
It was nice?
Yeah.
What'd you like about it?
I liked all the artists, how confident they were.
Okay.
And I liked that there was so many different age groups.
So many different age groups, right? Because we were here, we were mixed in with the kindergarten groups and the adults, and I didn't know what was going on. They were serving drinks, and I was a little alarmed. But Andrew, I mean, how did you come up with Undrgrnd magazine? What inspired you?
Basically, what inspired me is when I went to school in Boston. I went to school at Boston University.
Boston in the house.
Yes, exactly. Shout out, my man.
That's right.
And I did sports journalism. That's what I always did. Sports journalism. Thought I was going to be the next Lakers broadcaster.
Okay.
And I ended up graduating in last May, and I kind of fell out of love with sports journalism. Like, I love Lakers, I love my Chargers, but I don't really need to do so much journalism based on sports.
Right.
So my next kind of big passion is music, but I don't know any musicians. You can't just ring up Eminem and interview Eminem. But I knew that there were guys.
He's unavailable.
Yeah, exactly.
unavailable right now.
He costs a little bit more money.
He does. He costs a lot.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So as far as artists, like, how did you pick who's going to be in this issue?
So there's 7 artists picked in this issue. I originally had 9. However, 2 of them just didn't work out because of like prior obligations, whatever.
Y'all missed out.
I know, right?
They really missed out, seriously.
Yeah, man.
Like, if I couldn't have them at the photo shoot, then I just couldn't get quality enough photos for them. So that's basically what it came down to.
Okay.
But these artists, a lot of them grew up with me. Some of them went to my high school. Some of them I just know through other people. But everybody, the ages are 20 to 24 for the artists. So they're all right around my age. So I kind of just found them through word of mouth, through just knowing the kind of local hip hop scene.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Nice.
Now, I got a question because, like Junior mentioned, we were all here last week. How did you get with Lion City, and how did this whole thing on the release party come about?
It was a crazy story. For about like 4 or 5 months, we had another location locked in. It was a shoe store in the Valley in Woodland Hills that we thought was just going to be a cool backdrop for the whole party in general. And then 1 week before the event, things fell through. Something like a little financial dispute based on how much money we'd pay them and whatnot.
Okay.
So we were scrambling. Me and Michael Posky, one of the artists featured in the magazine.
Shout out to Michael Posky.
Pops, he's
Exactly.
got like a show tonight, or
He has an album release party. That's where I just
yeah.
came from, actually. An
Yeah, I
album
wish I
release
was there,
party.
but you know,
I know,
we
me
got
too.
things
Next
to
time,
do
Mike.
here.
Yeah, of course.
absolutely.
There'll be
Mike's a
plenty
good
more
guy.
music.
Good
But
guy.
I call him and I'm like, tell him, well, we're 1 week from the show and we have no venue now. And we're scrambling around. And I'm calling places. He's calling places. He calls me up. Yo, I think we found our place. We drive down here. We meet the awesome people at Lion City. And we ended up having the event here. And it could have been better.
It was
It was
a
a nice
packed
turnout.
house.
It was.
So you
Packed
couldn't
house.
sell any more tickets, right?
Yeah,
at the door.
so we sold 150, and that's what we thought was going to be capacity for the event. We didn't want to overwhelm ourselves or overwhelm Lion City with anything.
Right.
I was worried that we weren't even going to be able to fit 150, but luckily people were coming in and out. It ended up
Right.
working. But yeah, we sold out first event. There'll definitely be more to
And
come
another
soon.
thing that I liked that I saw was it wasn't just about music. You had artists in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, there were
they
guys
were selling
drawing
merch and
art,
everything else like
selling
that. Yeah,
merch.
yeah.
That was wonderful. That was great.
Thank you. Because I just noticed that there's a lot of people trying to do their thing out here, like you guys as well with this podcast, is that there's just a lot of creatives trying to do cool stuff, but sometimes there's not like a platform to have that next step. There's
Exactly.
especially younger kids, they don't know like, oh, I have this awesome art piece or I have this clothing brand, whatever. There's really no platform for them. So that's what I've just been trying to do. And so it kind of encompasses lots of different parts of culture, not just music.
Well, see, what was interesting, 2 weeks ago when we met you before the podcast, and Philly was like, yo, you got to check this out. And he opens up this white, envelope, and I'm like, what is this? He pulls out this beautiful magazine, and I was
Thank
like,
you.
is this like, at first it reminded me of the XXL freshman cover.
Yeah.
But then when I started to read the magazine, the first thing that you mentioned was, this is not XXL, right?
Yeah.
These artists are, they're bartenders, they're valet drivers, they're, accountants, whatever, they just do so many things. So it's not like the kids that we're looking at right now have a silver spoon in your mouth, like so
Exactly.
you say. So I thought it was pretty awesome. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to hide a drink, but it's right here. You know what I'm saying?
Drink up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like totally what, as a journalist, I have to look for things that interest me, and I think things that could interest other people. And of course, you can go and find big artists that you like, whatever. Not only do I not have access to those artists right now, but also I think what's so cool is that there is this culture of people that are trying to do their thing, trying to live this rapper lifestyle, making music, but they also, have to be bartenders, they're students, whatever.
Right, absolutely.
And that's kind of a person that really interested me, so that's kind of why I ended up making this magazine too.
I mean, it's a very good magazine.
Yes, it is.
Another thing I want to ask about the magazine is the young girl in the magazine when she came
Belle.
on the stage.
Belle.
She's not Doja Cat.
Yeah,
but
Belle.
She's Doja Cat's sister.
Shout out to Belle. You did your thing.
Belle was on the
killed
stage.
it.
She was rocking
She
it.
did good.
Everybody was vibing out with her, and I was like, she was like, she's a star.
Yeah,
then-
she
She
really
did good.
is.
And then my man that was in the middle right here.
Dio.
Oh
Dio.
yeah.
Yes, he killed it. Dio
He-
killed
yeah.
it. It's awesome. Dio's actually somebody I did know before the magazine started. We both graduated high school same year. I've known him for a long time. And he's a really shy, quiet kid. So to see him starting a mosh pit in
I was
Lion
like-
City
And
Studios.
I was worried about the
I looked at
the
K
fire
and
marshals
Junior.
coming up here
Yeah,
because
I looked
yeah,
at K
we're
and
too
Junior like, what is
capacity.
going on? Like,
I didn't know what was going on either. It was crazy.
it was crazy. All the artists absolutely killed it. And like you
They did
said,
good.
they
They had
had
a lot
so
of
much
confidence.
Yeah, they had the confidence to go up there. Some of these artists, it was their first time ever performing
You couldn't
in front of
tell.
people.
First time ever for someone?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is really cool.
Who's the first guy that performed?
The first person who performed was Mikey G.
Mikey G.
Mikey G.
Mikey
He
G.
was crazy.
Yeah,
good.
I chose him to
Yeah.
perform first. I chose the lineup, not like, oh, I want to save best for last or best first,
Right,
anything
right.
like that. The most important person to me was who went first. I needed somebody who was charismatic in front of a microphone. And Mikey G, he works at the Four Seasons Hotel in Westlake,
Yeah,
and he won
yeah.
Employee of the Year in 2018. And like, you could just tell his personality.
So are people in your
And like, you could just tell his personality.
are people in your DM saying, Andrew, how can I get in the magazine?
Yes, a lot of people have been hitting my DM, hitting the Undrgrnd magazine DM, and basically the first question is like, "Oh, this is awesome. How do I get involved? How do I get involved?" And the thing is how people can really get involved is we're gonna be doing more shows. They're gonna be playing. Like, I would love for more acts to come in because the more acts we have, the more new people are gonna be coming, spending money, of course.
Which segues into what I want to ask you next. So is this going to be a monthly issue?
Is this
That's
something
what I was
people are
gonna
paying
ask.
for monthly? Can they pick it up at certain stands, or how can they get this?
So you guys are already ahead of me, honestly. You guys are ahead of me.
He's like, I don't know yet. But
He's like, we're gonna figure this out one day.
We're gonna figure it out one day. Basically,
Yeah.
no, people are not paying for it monthly. How I've been distributing this first issue is really at the events. Like,
Okay.
we had that one event. That's how I made a lot of the money back. Also, people hit me up through the Instagram saying like, "Oh, can we link?" And I've been selling it for $10. And
It's a beautiful publication.
thank you.
is.
Thank you.
Now, so who did the artwork?
So one of the reasons why it's definitely not gonna be a monthly thing is because it took us 5 months to make this. Like,
Wow.
from interviewing everybody, and I had to fly out to Boston because the person who did the artwork is my friend Max Kolomotsky. He goes to Emerson College in Boston. and
Shout out to Emerson.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, listen, man, this dude, he's in love with you. He's from Boston, but he's not a Celtics fan. He's a
508.
Laker fan. It's kind of weird.
508-617.
See, he's shooting out
Exactly.
all
I don't know what it
I
is.
don't. He's lived everywhere.
right.
Awesome.
And he's not been in the military either. So that's his life.
That's it. And then we all end up in Oxnard, right?
Yeah, we
Exactly.
all recognize that.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, he lives in Boston, and he's like an insane animator. He had like stuff get sponsored by like Amazon and stuff, and he's a good friend of mine. So I was like, if I'm actually gonna do this, I need to have somebody who can design it well. So I had to fly out there for 5 weeks. I was living on his couch.
Oh, so it took
Wow.
the process was because you were there.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, basically the process. Like, basically August 2019 is when I had this idea and started interviewing the artists, and then we didn't actually get all the things edited, like fonts and last minute typos and everything done
Okay.
until like January 10th, just a week before the release
Okay.
party.
You guys did an amazing job.
I want to ask you.
Thank you.
It is a great job. if you had a photographer locally that can give you what you have right here, would you consider working with that? Or are you exclusively working with your people in,
No,
Boston?
the only person attached to this entire magazine that's not from the 805 is my InDesigner guy, the designer who put it together from Boston.
Okay.
The photographer is actually a local guy as well. He's a Newbury Park High School graduate with me, Josh Seiden. He did every single photo you see in the magazine he took.
He did a great job.
He did a great job too, really. Everybody blew me away, honestly.
So your next issue is expected when? Are you already looking to put out your next issue, or are you just kind of soaking this one in and still getting this out?
I'm soaking this one in. We're going to do more events for it, kind of go on like a issue 1 tour kind of thing.
Okay.
But I do have ideas for the next issue, which I think realistically, honestly, probably wouldn't come out for another year.
See, now I know y'all.
So you need a team.
Said that quietly.
Andrew, you need a team with you.
We do. I did all the writing in this magazine I did. And it kind of wiped me out. Like, it takes a lot to do. You guys know, interviewing people can get tiring.
Yeah.
Driving back.
When I got to edit, one time I said something very foul on the edit. I had to edit that out and took forever to crop that part. So I understand the process of the work.
But I don't know if you guys caught that. Andrew's popping on us right now. He said he's gonna go on tour with this thing.
Yeah.
He is.
I want
and he taking us too.
exactly. We'll do a collab tour.
Magazine tour.
Absolutely.
Because I want to do.
That's lovely, man.
Like, if we were able to sell at that first venue, I think we could do more. I think we could do more shows in Southern California, move around more in Ventura. I love this spot. This is like the best spot ever. I love
it's like a undiscovered gem.
It really is. It really is. Everyone here. I mean, how nice is everybody that works here?
Very nice.
It's the
Shout out
nicest
to Troy
people
and
in the
Philly.
world. Like I was blown away. California, of course, nice people, obviously.
Right.
But I was just blown away by the hospitality of all these people.
Yeah, it was great. It was
Now,
great.
away from the magazine, I do have a question for you because you did bring in journalism.
Absolutely.
What journalists inspired you the most?
I'd say this is actually kind of random, but the journalist that inspires me the most is Stephen A. Smith. You guys know Stephen A.
Of
Smith,
course.
the sports guy. Of course, you know him because he's just
That's
so,
interesting. That's interesting. Why Stephen A?
because he's just so himself. He's such a big personality. He's so energetic. A lot of journalism can be boring or it can be fun, and Stephen A. Smith chooses to make it fun.
I love his facial expressions.
exactly.
Did you see when he was hitting that puncher bag the other day?
Oh, I
with
missed
that
it.
shoulder.
I didn't see that.
It's going viral right now. It's pretty embarrassing. It's bad.
That's
Stephen
funny.
A. Smith.
I'd say Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, he just has the energy,
That's
and that's
awesome.
what it's all about.
I would
Anything you do.
have never guessed.
I would have
Stephen
never
A.
guessed
Smith.
it either.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never guessed it.
Now your parents were here.
My parents were here.
Now
yes.
I seen them in the back. They were very
didn't
proud
see
of
his-
you, as well as your sister.
My sister is there.
So
yes.
that's cool that you had that family that'll support you,
Thank
which
you.
I thought was awesome.
We had a lot of you guys were saying, we had a wide range of people in terms of ages, and a lot of the artists' parents came. It was really great. It was fun to look out and see 50-year-olds
Ever
next
since
to
the
some
hands
kids
was here.
smoking weed. It was cool. It was cool. They were a little surprised with all the weed and alcohol, whatever.
Right.
But that's just part of the thing. That's part of it.
Yeah,
That's
everybody
part of it.
smell like
Man,
weed.
man, Mikey G threw us some weed.
He hit the girl in the eye with the weed. Yeah,
No way.
He said, "Who wants this weed?" And
Who
he
wants
said-
this weed?
He threw it. Everybody, I want the weed, and she got hit in the eye. So I was like,
man, serious
She just
in
wiped
these
her eye
streets.
and started smoking. So it's all
did.
good.
That's the way to do it. That's how you do it in Lion City, right?
Yeah,
right.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, man. And
What else you got for Andrew? I have so many questions.
do.
Do you have any advice for any future entrepreneurs on how to stay motivated pursuing their goals?
I would say that if you just have one goal for, let's say you want to start a magazine or you want to start a clothing line or whatever, it can't just be of course you have to be dedicated to that,
Right.
but you really got to make your lifestyle dedicated. You got to, if you're going to hit,
dedication.
yes, exactly. Yeah, you have to make, you're going to get burnt out eventually if all you're doing is this.
Right.
You need to have discipline in every asset of your life.
Right.
You're
That
going to go to
is
the gym every
key.
day. You're going to do this, whatever. And then it just becomes natural with your job. You're going to work hard. You're going to do stuff like that. That's the way, at
Great
least I try to do it.
Did you almost quit? Was there one point in time where you were like, I can't do it. It's too much of a load.
There definitely was, because a lot of these artists are, even though everyone's local, 805, 805 is pretty big. So there was a period of my time where I work at Jimmy John's right now, at Jimmy John's in Newbury Park, and I would get off work late, and then I'd have to go, oh man, if I'm actually going to do this interview, I have to drive to Ventura right now and go interview this person.
Right.
It takes energy and time. And there is a point where it was kind of hard to contact artists, and I really wasn't feeling it. Man, maybe it's just going to cost too much money. But luckily, I stuck with it. I'm glad I stuck with it.
Man, I got
money. I did want to ask.
Yeah,
about
go
that.
ahead.
was it expensive to put this out?
It honestly was. It was expensive because I wanted to make sure everyone that had a hand in it got paid and felt like
Yes.
that it was worth their time. So I had to pay the InDesigner, the
That's
photographer,
important.
the photography studio. It cost almost $2,000 just to print these magazines.
Per
Yeesh.
magazine?
No, total. Luckily,
Total, okay.
luckily.
And
For-
how many
for
did you print
everything.
up?
I printed 500 of them.
Okay,
I printed
that's good, that's
500.
good. That's good.
And so really when I started seeing money back to me was
Right.
with the events. And that's why I really think the money's in the parties.
Yes.
And so that's
It
why I
is.
want to do kind of that
You
tour
get all
before
your
I do
money
a
back when you have another party.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll be here as well.
Thank you,
right?
thank you.
As long as you put me on that guest list. That was
course, of
beautiful. I mean, I
course.
felt like the Don. Jim's gonna get on your guest list. I'm
Right.
like, I don't know. Andrew only has a certain
Yeah,
amount.
I'll think about
Yeah.
it.
I
You know,
got you
think
guys,
about
I got
it.
you guys.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely appreciate it.
I
man.
think it's really important you mentioned making sure everyone gets paid.
Right.
Because a lot of times people will put in their time, their effort, and they don't see any reward or anything from it.
That's true.
And a lot of times they're going magazine to magazine to magazine to magazine to try to get their shot or someone to see them. So I think it's really important just you being an editor-in-chief mentioning that because that's amazing for people that are coming up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's great.
You gotta like. There's such a horrible thing going on in the world where creative people don't get paid because they think people think, oh, your job's fun. You don't
Right.
really need to get paid.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
But what you got to pay the DJs. You got to pay the photographers.
Right.
You know,
You have
even if
to.
it's fun and
Yeah.
it's their passion,
It's
if
quality
it's good stuff.
too. I mean,
yeah.
it has to. I mean, did you cry when you seen that cover? Did you
Tell
shed
the
a tear?
truth.
I was close to
did
it.
you cry?
I was pretty pumped when I saw it.
I
honestly.
cried. Right? It's not even my magazine, but because I seen where you were going with it, and I
Yeah.
and I was and I told him as
Yeah.
soon as we left, I said,
Yeah.
this magazine can be very huge. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's going
because
to be.
every,
It's gonna be
it's
huge.
It's going to be huge, right? And I think that building a team is going to help you get there quicker, right?
Exactly.
People that believe in your journey, believe in your vision. Because once I see, I mean, what artist does not want to be in a
Right.
magazine highlighting their achievements in their music? I can't name one.
Which
I appreciate
segues
it.
into what I want
Which
to ask
segues
you
into
next.
us being on the cover. The next issue.
That's what we're really
That's
trying to
really
get
what
at.
we're trying to get at. And the other artists, put them on the back.
Yeah, put it on the back
Yeah.
page, right?
Like, is there someone right now just in mind that you're like, man, if I could get them in my publication?
Absolutely, absolutely.
What are some
I
of
got
those?
some too.
What
I
are some of
have
those
some
people?
for you.
Go ahead, throw them out there.
So the next issue that I've really wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
which this is the first announcement of it, really.
There we go on Luminary Sounds,
On
y'all.
Luminary
Breaking
Sounds,
news, so
breaking news.
intense. Breaking news.
A idea that I've had that I really want to do is do Undrgrnd issue 2, USC versus UCLA. So have like a rivalry, like 4 artists from USC, 4 artists from UCLA, kind of make it more of a competition thing.
Very dope.
And there's one artist that goes to USC. He's pretty low key. I don't know if you guys know him. His name's 24 Karat Golden. He has a
Cool
song
name.
Valentino. It's really popular.
24 karat gold in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew he was gonna run with that. I knew he
Sorry,
was
so
gonna
I
run
couldn't
with
help
that.
it, man. I've been listening to that on the way here.
That's funny.
Shout out to 24 Karat Golden.
Yeah, let's get him on this podcast.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Hey,
I broke.
hit him up.
I saw him
We'll
in
hit him
concert
up.
just the other day. It was crazy. Mosh pit broke my glasses.
Oh,
so
shoot.
the least he could do is come on my magazine.
least.
right?
Invoice him for that too as well. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. So that would be an artist that I would like. The next step I would love to work with.
That's
That's
pretty
cool, man.
Dope. That's pretty dope. What you could do it.
I
know,
think
you
I
can do
could.
it.
I think I could. I appreciate it,
And
guys. For real.
what's interesting is that, like I said, a lot of artists will want to be in this magazine, and I know a few artists that are trending right now,
Yes.
like in the world, that we make a phone call to, and we could be like, "Hey, we can get you in this magazine.
That's
this
right.
is going to be a great publication." It will do wonders for your magazine as well as them, because, like I said, every artist is going to want to get in this magazine. Like I said, because we want to be on the cover, so it's really important for sure.
Thank you, man. I
You know,
appreciate it. That'd
so
be
we
awesome.
Can, we can filter some artists to you for sure. For sure.
All right,
Absolutely,
all right.
Absolutely.
And also, we just are glad that you're here because, of course, just like you gifted us by having us come to your release, we also have gifts for you too as well.
Oh, we do.
We do.
What's the
Drum
gift at?
roll.
We got
Oh,
a gift for
no.
Turn
Andrew.
right behind.
Oh, I
You'll
turn
see
around.
his gift.
Oh,
my goodness.
Oh, it just happens to
box
be
just happened to pop up.
packaged up. Luminary Sound for my boy
Luminary
Andrew
Sounds.
right here.
Man.
We
Thank
try
you
to do
so much.
We try to do something special. You can open it
Man,
up.
you can open it up.
Absolutely. Yeah, you said get that Ooh,
That's
I like
fresh.
that. That's fresh. Yeah,
I'm pulling this out. I'm pulling this
you
out.
can, you
right
can point to that. Yeah, and yeah. Do that. do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much, guys, for
absolutely, man.
real.
We
Wow.
appreciate
Thank
you being
you for
here.
being here.
We love what you're doing with this magazine. It's inspiring a lot of artists, and you
Yes.
know, we want you to stay for a while because we want to get into K-Way's segment.
Absolutely.
Alrighty,
Let's
this
go.
was
This is the best
relationship
segment.
question that I was gonna ask you about.
All right.
You ready for this?
I think so.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready either. I don't know. Last week she was talking
What?
about, are you guys
Are
single?
you guys single? Who you dating? It was tough. It was
What
tough.
Okay.
is one turn off for you when you're first talking to a girl? What is one thing that you're like, yeah, no, that's a done deal?
Okay, definitely.
And then you guys could be next.
I would say I definitely don't like a girl who's like quiet, shy, because
Okay.
it just comes off unconfident to me.
Right.
I like girls that are energetic, confident, outgoing. That's definitely my type.
Wow.
okay.
Okay.
And yourself?
Okay. Well, her breath cannot stink.
Oh,
That is
my
a major key. Major
That's
key
good.
alert.
Okay.
Yes, major key alert. I have stories, but I won't tell them right now. But the breath
about-
cannot stink.
So, Brad.
Also, she can't be so consumed in like her, right? I like people that care about others first. So that's
Okay.
my main thing. If you care about others before you, yeah, you got me.
I like
Okay.
it. I like it.
Yourself?
I say just, one thing is just don't be closed-minded. I think a lot of times there's girls, I won't say all ladies, so don't hate on Francois the Great, but some are just so stuck in their ways of what they do all the time. So when someone introduces them to something new, they're like, I don't want to do that. It's like, just give it a try. You just,
it a
you don't
try.
know,
Like-
maybe you may like going certain
You
places
might like
or doing
jumping
certain things.
skydiving. You
Yeah,
might like that.
you might like
might
jumping
like
out of a
it.
plane. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
You never know.
I'm a crazy brother, so I might do something like that. No, I'm playing. I don't do that.
That's a good question.
But yeah,
For
that was
sure,
a real
for
good
sure.
question. Who is that from? Anybody at all?
No,
in
that was
particular?
just one question that I came up
Got
with.
it. Cool.
You got another one?
Cool.
Another one. What's one thing that is a must in a relationship?
Ooh, a must.
A must for a successful relationship, in your opinion.
Okay. I think that, of course, like the classic answer is trust, whatever. Yeah,
Right.
those are important.
Right.
But I think something that would be really important in my relationship is just, can we have fun together? Can we go do things?
Same.
Can I
That's
take
what I'm
Right?
talking about,
Like,
Andrew.
Bowling, skating.
Yeah, can we do
playing
this kind of stuff?
spades.
Do we have to be
That's
like
what I'm
spending a
talking
ton
I
of
love
money
a
and
person that
stuff?
can laugh or make me laugh. Like,
Yeah,
that's
right?
a plus.
Speaking
That's
of that,
always
how's
good.
that going with the gentleman there?
Yeah.
Aunt did.
Wow.
It's over
After
already?
1 week,
It's over already?
Yeah.
this brother gone in
I
4 days.
thought he was making you laugh.
Yeah, he was making me laugh,
Look,
but
hold on. The brother was
No.
reading books and everything.
Yeah, he was
But-
reading 48
No.
Laws of Power,
Yeah,
and
this
all
guy
of a
reading
sudden it's
books.
over.
no. Consistency is a big thing for me, so I do not like a person.
Look,
that
he
is
must have
not
stopped reading the book she
consistent.
told her
I
to
have a
read.
question for you next week. I'm gonna ask that next week.
Okay.
Though. Next week. Though. So,
Yo, brother gone.
All these people are gonna hate that I'm like talking about this.
It's
it's
all
all good, bro. It is what it is.
It's just part. It's just part of it.
Look,
yeah.
we're only on YouTube. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Ain't no one paying
only.
attention.
Ain't nobody paying attention. Ain't nobody paying attention at all. For me, I guess the question would be,
Just all up in her business.
I would say just honesty, really. You know, honestly, it is, even if the questions are tough and hard, your past, whatever, just be honest.
That's important.
Yeah,
It
for
is
sure,
very.
for sure. Yeah, yeah.
What was the question again?
What's a must? What's a must in a relationship
Okay,
for you?
Paying
So-
attention would be a
I
must.
know, right? Paying attention. Listen. I would say for me, just being a person that pays attention to what that person likes. No. I'm serious, because you could have Junior's over here dying. I kind of
I've
stole
heard,
that.
I've heard. I'm
I
sorry.
stole it.
You set yourself
no,
up.
it's you could go out with someone, right, and you put your whole heart in it, but then that person doesn't even know you or
Right.
doesn't even know what you like. They don't pay attention.
That's true.
Pay attention. The brother probably like walking outside and going down the street. You don't have to go to Steak Macy's and get him all that. He don't like all that.
Yeah. Totally.
So that's where I'm coming from. with
So you
that.
want her to pay attention to like
Yeah,
small.
just pay attention. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Cool.
He
cool.
might wear his shoes a little different.
Yeah.
He might do a little something different. So just
Speaking of paying attention,
Oh, shoot.
we had a submission request from an album from
oh yeah.
Witsmusic Smitty called Chops.
Shout out to Witsmusic.
Called Chops and Memos. And I'm interested to know what you thought about it. Why are you shaking your head already? And I'm worried about what you thought about it.
All
K-Way
of the
don't play.
songs sounded the same to me. Like I listened to all of the songs like twice, and I was like, okay, wait, is it just me? But they all sounded the same to me.
Okay,
Like, I like the fact that they sounded different, so the sound was unique, but every single song on the album sounded the same.
Okay, so that's your take on it. And what
Yeah.
would you rate it? 1 to 5.
3.
You would give it a 3.
Yeah.
Now,
That's still not bad. That's still not bad.
And I give it a 3. I give it
That's
a
an
3
average.
because they had a unique sound, and to me, like this, it's good when every artist has like a distinct, like, oh, okay, they're different from this person. So
Okay.
3.
I completely disagree, respectfully. Now, the reason why is because I listened to the album Chops and Memos as like a producer and an artist type of album. There was a lot of instrumentals within the album, so you didn't know if it was a rap album, an instrumental album, a producer's album. It was just kind of, it's a six song EP, and it was kind of like mixed with a lot of different production type sounds. So it was a lot experimental for sure.
Definitely.
But I thought it was great because they tried to do something different, and I just like the sound. My favorite track is 9 a.m. I thought it was great.
Okay.
9 a.m., right?
I like it.
I didn't have a
Smith and Wits.
favorite.
9 a.m.
This is
9
why he
a.m.
is my brother.
9 a.m. We don't know what she talking about.
Look, now I will go
And
into that.
I give it a 4.2.
Oh, he said the point 2.
Why
the
not
point 2 is
apply?
important
Why not apply?
Because it was
why
only
the 2.2?
because it was only 6 songs, and I appreciated the album.
Okay.
If it was at least 9 to 10 songs, I would have gave it a 4.5.
So you wanted more. You wanted more.
I wanted more. I mean, because the album's like the intro is like maybe 2 minutes, and the songs aren't that long. So I would give it a 4.2 because I wanted more. I thought it was a good album.
But did you agree with me? They all kind of sounded the same.
I agree with you that it was.
Can't fighting, boy. She like,
No, I'm not saying.
Okay, what she's saying is there's parts in the album where you hear a lot of like dialogue
Yeah.
from cartoons and different other sounds, with, and you know that's a little repetitive.
Okay.
But to me, the instrumentals were a little different. Though.
Okay.
Yeah. But I can see where you're coming from. You're playing it thinking, oh, I'm about to jam out to this, and I'm thinking of it, listening to it as a producer through a producer's mind.
Gotcha.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
what do you think?
For me, I thought it was very creative. It's very heavily jazz influenced.
Yeah, that's what I like
As
about it.
for me, Junior knows I'm a big jazz fan.
Yeah.
So when I turned it on and I heard the heavy jazz
He go to
influence,
sleep naked with a saxophone
Oh,
sometimes. Y'all didn't know that, right? Girl with a saxophone. he won't tell y'all that, but I'll spill the beans.
don't listen to him, y'all. But
I'm
yeah,
about to pick up your drink.
you had enough. You want some more?
Go ahead,
No.
man.
So he has this song Smoothie Sax, which
I
I
like
just
that one too.
enjoyed.
Yeah.
Really cool track. That one and the intro caught my attention. I did like
Wit's
9
intro.
a.m.
Wit's intro.
Wit's intro.
9 a.m.
So the heavy jazz influence, keep that going, and his rap style fits that jazz.
It sounds
influence.
like Camp Low to me. It sounds like Camp Low, right? We on the same way.
We on the same page.
It sound like Camp
so
Low.
I love the fact that and a lot of what he was saying, I wasn't paying attention so much to what he was saying, but it just was like another instrument in the track,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. He didn't
So,
rap throughout the whole.
Yeah,
the whole song.
no, he didn't. So for me, I'm gonna go with a 4.5 because
Ooh.
the creativity.
You know what? I'm bumping it up. 4.5. I'm bumping it up because it was a good album.
It was a really good album, and what got me was he's creative, just
Yes.
like the both of you
Very
mentioned.
so.
I was sitting there half the time like, why is he putting like a baby and then like
It
a
was a
radio?
lot going on.
It was
crazy.
a lot.
It was a lot.
He kind of had the whole thing, like just like how Timbaland uses the baby voice and all these crazy things. You're just trying to figure it out, and then you're just like the music comes in and you're like, oh, so this is where you're going.
Yeah.
You know, so I really loved it, creative wise, lyric wise. You can flow, brother.
Yeah, he can rap.
Now
He's a drummer for the
Yes.
singer
Ravina
Aurora.
Yes.
Who is huge.
She is.
very huge. She's gonna be at Coachella playing so
In April.
He's the drummer there.
Yes.
You
Shout
can-
out to you, too.
You can see them on Tiny Desk.
Yes, definitely. See them on Tiny Desk. Check them out. But Wits music, your music is
Him and Smitty.
sensational.
Him and Smitty did a good job.
Him and Smitty did a good job. Now I know you have some older projects too from 2018. I also went ahead and checked that out. They're great too as well. And I look forward to the album from
Yeah.
this brother. I
Absolutely,
hope he does more music, and I hope we see you here on Luminary Sounds because.
Yes.
Even though Kay gave
check
you a
out
three,
Wits music.
we like
All
it.
right.
Check out Wits
absolutely.
music. It's. I think it's a great album. We'll average that rating.
Yeah,
out later.
we'll average it out. You know, I think
It's
he's
It's like
gonna
a
get it.
4.332.
Yeah,
Right.
4.332.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Because
Yeah.
Kawea over here,
I'm
she said,
sorry. I'm sorry.
but we have another review
Yes.
from
Diomara?
Is it Diomara or
Diomara?
Diomara?
I wanna say
We're
it's
sorry if we're
Diomara.
saying it wrong.
I want to say it's
I thought-
Diomara,
yes.
right?
Diomara.
What'd you think about Diomara?
I loved her. I would give her a 5. I
A
like
5?
Five.
A 5?
A female get up in here and she give her a 5.
I loved the tone of her voice.
Okay.
And I loved how soulful she was.
Okay, what's your favorite track?
Number 2 on the album and number 6. Number 2 was called Energy, and number 6 is Miss
Okay,
Beautiful.
now I do rock with Energy.
Yeah.
Energy's a good one. She a little nasty on Energy.
Oh, she
But-
nasty.
She
all the
real
time.
nasty. She talking about some stuff I cannot repeat. But
I'm like, lady.
yeah, but Diomara did a. I think that
And
she.
she's super pretty.
Yeah, she's a nice looking young lady. She's nice looking.
Easy
but
on the eye.
She's easy on the eye. But the thing about it is, I would say that listening to her album, I wouldn't give it a 5. I would give it a 4.2, which is still good.
Yeah, that's
I
still
enjoyed the album. I thought it was great. I would like to hear her more of her soulful tracks because the girl can sing.
She
We
can.
are on the same page tonight.
She can sing,
Leave
and
it
that's
be
what I'm saying.
out.
Continue. No.
Some songs were experimental, but in a way that I didn't think that it felt what she was capable of. I thought that she's one of those singers that can really go.
Yeah.
So with her, I think that if she keeps pushing those soulful albums,
Yeah.
for sure, soulful records.
Now, Diomara, I really enjoyed it. I love it, of course. She's from New York City. I gotta
Hey.
shout that out. So I enjoyed her music. I can't remember the names of the tracks, but she has a video, and the video has like a purplish tint throughout the whole entire
That's
video.
the one she nasty on.
Oh, that's the one
That
she
energy.
nasty on all her songs.
Yeah, but especially that one.
And the thing I caught from her was she has a very soulful voice, but at the
Yes.
same time, I could see her doing gospel music.
Right.
Yeah.
Because her
I think
her
that's why
voice
she's
goes
super
like, I mean,
soulful.
she could do the whole like she could do one of them. You know what I'm saying?
She'd be on
Hold on.
Kanye.
Can you hit that again?
She could do that. She got one of them voices.
Okay,
so
got
she
you,
could
got
go.
you.
Yeah, Diomara. So we gotta check her.
Yeah.
So what do you rate the album?
I would give her a 4. And the only reason why I would give her a 4 is because I would like to hear her do a little bit more because she has such a great voice.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like I could hear her on, she does the ballads really well. I haven't really heard her on a lot of up-tempo tracks. I want to hear her on some more up-tempo things.
Try new things.
Try new things.
Okay.
Because your voice is dynamic.
Absolutely.
And you from the East Coast.
Absolutely.
Come on, homie.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Diomara.
So yeah, thank you, Diomara. We would like to have her on the show. She was
Yeah.
going to come on the show.
That's right.
But that's at a different date.
It's
and time.
okay. We'll reschedule. We'll get you on here.
Absolutely. Do we have any questions from any viewers?
Yes. One question was, what's the ultimate goal for the podcast?
I would say the ultimate goal for the podcast is to take what we have and our energy to get to a syndicated type level.
That's right.
Once we do that, we continue to grow from there. But that's my vision.
Come on,
Syndication.
people, holla at us.
And is there
Syndication all
anybody
day.
particular that you guys want on the show? Like, there's just one person that you want. Like, I need this person
Jesus
on Luminary
Christ.
Sound. Shout them
I
out.
need
Let
my-
the people know.
I need my Lord and Savior here with me.
Yeah, right. This is
But
important.
no,
It's
if
a
I-
big question.
Come sit right here, Jesus. Sit right here, Jesus. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out.
If Jesus come, we all gone.
Yeah. If he actually comes here, then it's over.
I'm
It's
like,
over.
Luminary Sounds is over.
He not coming to leave. He coming to stay. So, yeah. But anyway, as far as an artist, I'm just looking to help artists in every way,
Yes.
shape, or form. There's not a single artist in particular. I do have favorites, but I want everybody to win.
Name one.
Senseii.
Right.
Sensei's one of my
Sensei.
favorites. And speaking of Senseii,
Man.
I think we can segue. Go ahead.
Do you want to segue into some facts?
Give
Let's
us
do
one
some
fact.
facts.
Give us one
You want
fact.
to do some Francois
One
facts?
good
Let's do some
fact.
Francois facts.
Okay,
One
let's do
good
some
fact.
Francois
We're gonna get to
facts.
Senseii, but we're gonna do some Francois facts.
So I just want to talk to y'all today about a certain topic. You know, the Grammys is Sunday. So people are all excited. You know, I'm kind of upset right now because my man YG is locked up. So, hopefully get out
He's
for that
locked up?
Nipsey Hussle tribute.
YG 100.
Yeah, YG 400. We're
That's
praying
100.
for you, man. But there's a lady who is an American executive, and she was the president and chief officer at the Recording Academy. Her name is Deborah Dugan. She made some comments about the Grammy Awards being fixed.
She's in the news. She's in the news right now. It's going viral.
I need your opinion from all of y'all. So I'll start with you, Andrew. What do you think about that?
I don't think they're fixed. But a lot of people, obviously, especially hip hop fans, have voiced their opinions on not liking the Grammys just because of weird snubs.
That's
like,
a good point.
remember when I'm pretty sure when Damn came out,
Kendrick Lamar,
didn't like
We were just talking
Macklemore's
about that.
thing. Yeah,
Macklemore won, yeah. And people
I mean,
upset.
that I don't really know if I call it fixed, but it doesn't really seem like
I think it was Good Kid, Mad City.
It was, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't really seem like maybe people who like hip hop music are necessarily intelligent in that field and actually.
Right,
I don't really
they're
know.
dummies.
Like, it doesn't seem like the voting is right, but I don't know if I'd go so far as say it's fixed.
So you don't think it's fixed?
I don't
What
think
about
it's
you?
fixed.
What about you, Quell?
I agree. Maybe not necessarily.
You don't think it's fixed?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. Sure.
She's like, it's not fixed. No, I can't say that it's fixed. I mean, won't felony charges be added to that when you start fixing, rigging things, and something as big as the Grammys? So
Yeah.
I don't think it's fixed.
I would say.
I think it may be favorites.
Yes.
Right.
But I'm
Yeah,
not-
Yes.
exactly. It could be favorites,
Favoritism.
but like fix seems like it seems too hard to do.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too hard to do.
No, I kind of go with Andrew. I remember hearing the Good Kid, Mad City album that year. Macklemore was nominated. There are other artists that were nominated. But to me, I remember hearing Good Kid, Mad City, and nothing at the time sounded like that album. I was just like, this album, forget best rap album, that's the record of the year to me.
Yeah.
So when he had like multiple nominations and walked away with nothing, it was like,
Yeah, that's a little
what is
whack.
that?
Yeah.
You know, but the last thing I want to get into is just on this day, you know, because you guys always talk about what happened on this day.
What happened?
What happened on this day?
Tell us what happened.
Elton John retired from touring.
Elton John retired. Wait, is
Fun
he not
fact.
touring anymore?
Fun fact.
He's not touring anymore.
That's
What
a
he's doing is
strange fact.
he's doing different shows. But Elton
Okay.
John doesn't
He's
tour
Elton
anymore.
John. He can do whatever he wants
Yeah,
to
he's
do.
Elton John. I feel like he's one of those guys that when you look at legends that you wouldn't mind seeing perform once in your life. I think he falls in one of those legendary
He's a
categories.
legend.
Yeah, totally.
He's a legend.
He's completely a
So I
legend,
thought that
man.
was interesting.
Like
That
I
was
could only name like 2-3 Elton John songs, but I would see him in a heartbeat. You know, what I mean? He's
Yeah,
that legend. It'd be like
I'd hang out
going
with
to see
him
Michael
and
Jordan.
have dinner with him for sure.
Oh, absolutely. That's
Sure.
Elton
fair.
John, what are you doing? Hanging out with Elton?
What are you doing?
Bye. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's an interesting fact.
Yeah, I thought I'd keep it interesting.
Yeah, you did, brother. It was interesting. Yeah, absolutely.
And
So-
that's all for Francois Facts.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
All
So
right.
Yeah.
we're gonna wrap up the show with one of my favorite artists, Senseii, and he is a.
We love this brother.
We really do, right? He was our.
He family.
He was our first interview, right?
Ooh.
He was our first, right?
Yeah.
And he's gonna be the first that we're gonna start a brand new Luminary Plays, and we're gonna have shows.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. So you guys stay tuned
Yes.
for Senseii. We want to say
Make sure you watch to the end.
absolutely. So Andrew, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Andrew.
We will have you back at any time.
I'd love to. Thank
Now,
you so
where
much.
can people find where can they find you to get to your magazine?
Basically, Instagram at Andrew Mason 54. That's the best way. If you can go look that up, then I have links to how to get the magazine, whatnot. That's your best bet.
Now, is that Twitter, Instagram, or just-
Twitter and Instagram at Andrew Mason 54.
Right.
There we go.
Now
Keep it
his
simple.
avatars, he looks like what's his name?
Lil Pump.
He's
Lil
not Lil Pump.
I did
He's
see
looking
that.
like Lil Pump. I'm like, what's up with them red things?
I know. I just love it.
I liked it.
I just love Lil Pump. That was Halloween a couple
Yeah, hell
years ago.
yeah. So it's not Lil Pump. It's really Andrew.
I said, who following me?
What's up, Lil Pump? Absolutely, bring you on. So, that's Andrew. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, for coming on the show, and we'll have you
course.
at any other time.
Thank you
what I'm
so
saying?
much for having
You guys
me.
stay tuned. We're gonna have Senseii on. It's gonna be a great performance.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
And it's your boy Junior Leto signing off.
It's your boy Francois the Great,
And-
musical enthusiast.
Creative fanatic, K don't play.
Peace out.
We out of here.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Luminary Plays introduces Senseii.
It's called Overcoming Defeat. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
I sat working on the album, waiting on the right time. Held back by betrayal, F for the sideline. Yeah, true, let's fuel her at the same time. Had the weight of the world on my shoulders to provide. Baby moms almost finished a degree. I was holding it down with a 9 to 5 day. Late nights, I would work on the beats. Giving my all, thought it was enough to succeed. Balance the thoughts and the energy. Gotta get back, let go when you receive. Challenge the comfort of abilities. Let go of control and you'll see. Thoughts coming to reality. You manifest what you think and believe. Lost the pain. the casualties, are lessons for us to overcome and defeat. Balance the thoughts and the energy. Gotta give back, let go, and you receive. Challenge the comfort of abilities. Let go of control, and you'll see. Thoughts turn into reality. You manifest what you think and believe. Lost the pain and the casualties are lessons for us to overcome and defeat. Hey, life is a trip. I took a chance with the fam and we did. Out in the South, LAX was the hit. People back home may believe I would hit. Now I'm trying to reach the whole world with my drip. Hey, man, it's a shift. Mama always knew a little boy was a shit. Hey, running around the house, acting fool in this bitch. Out for the bag. I was down bad with my broad in the past. Suddenly I opened up the bathtub, was looking for the door. Way deep in the back, ayy. In the strength. Took time to acquire all for that, just to be taken. Held back, always gave more than what I got. Ayy, just to be forsaken.
Yeah.
Balance the thoughts and the energy. Gotta give back, let go, and you receive. Challenge the comfort of abilities. Let go of control, and you'll see. Thoughts coming to reality. You manifest what you think and believe. Lost the pain and the casualties are lessons for us to overcome and defeat.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sometimes I get lost in the emotion. And that's naturally how I am. I'm an emotional person. I'm a Scorpio, damn it. Yeah. This one's called Devotion. This is actually really, really new. Yeah. Hey, I said I know it's been some time since you and I had got to speak. If just to know we on my mind. Get up with time, trying to provide. Invest what I believe in, manifest this life. But one for you and I. While I sacrifice this momentary defeat in peace. I'm looking forward to the future nights from my past wrongs. To the man that I become through the harder times and what is really right. Flights in the AM, now they wanna pay him. Think it all started from a dream I was chasing. Many thoughts I would've lost out to the doubt, but thankfully I had my daughters and made it out. Surrounded by the evil, I couldn't let it consume me. Surrounded by the deceitful, trying to fool me. But I just faced my fears and let it fuel me. And conquer my all and let the womb speak. Flights in the AM, now they wanna pay him. I think it all started from a dream I was chasing. Many nights I would've lost out to the doubt, but thankfully I had my daughters and made it out. Surrounded by the evil, I couldn't let it consume me. Surrounded by the deceitful, trying to fool me. But I just conquer my all and let it fuel me. And conquer my obstacles ahead and let the womb speak. And what is loyalty without no devotion? Like royalty, you my ride or die. See, you were chosen in front of many. Thought it was destiny, my thoughts, time, and energy. I gave you my focus the moment that we locked eyes. We saw past the flaws and it began throughout time. Slowly drifted. That is the night skies. Became the sunrise. Then we looked past our own lives. Painting the wrongs and everything in my passion. Giving out everything that I'm last. And I thank God every day for my daughters and everything. Give life and passion, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Much love to Luminary Sounds. All the love and energy and passion, I thank you. As you guys reciprocating my energy. Sometimes I mess up too, but I'm a human also. That's all we do. Thank you.